is the Diary of a Lady Band Director podcast. But we really have to have each other's backs and continue to be advocates. We're not complaining, we're advocating.
And that's real, Takenya, because, you know, and Shell, you said it, bribery works, cupcakes, donuts work, and just stopping by to say hi. Because nobody goes to the counselors until they need something. So I would just call them. I call them pulling a drive by. Hey girl, how you doing? Hey, Mr. So-and-so, how you doing? What you do this weekend? And they're just so happy that somebody came in that little corner office that nobody care about until it's graduation time or it's time for SATs or whatever, or college visits. They just happy that somebody acknowledged they exist. But sometimes I had that principle. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't work there no more. I had to leave. There was no end game. Just had to leave. I knew they were never gonna bite the apple because of what somebody said earlier. It's when you're in an urban area and those state tests control the money. If the students aren't passing that state test, they like, well, we need to focus on you for the baby's reading on a third grade level. And I understand it to a degree, but let's be honest, music really will help that. If you just let us do what it is we do and get out the way. I don't know, Cybil, this question's for you. Have you had to deal with like a dumping ground class? Because you have a competitive band. Like, I look at your band like, your band is competition level band, not just, like I've had to do sometimes where they play 2 times a year. They play all the time.
Yeah, that's a loaded question. To piggyback off of whether we think administrators are deliberately doing these things, I don't think it's deliberate, but deliberate or not, it still affects the programs. So, and when, on the other, as painful as it is to see it this way, it is only one band director per school. There's 8 science teachers, 8 English teachers, 8 or so math teachers. So they have advocates. They have a co-signer there. With us being the only one, even if we are dead right, it's us against them, which is why I think as much as we love the classroom, more of us kind of have to take it for the team and get into administration so that there will be somebody at the top who does understand what's going on, because they don't understand. But just because they don't understand doesn't mean, don't listen to our, not complaints, but what we're trying to do. I have to say I'm dealing with a class like that right now. And it is called Adventures in Listening. And the kids are very diverse in attitude and ethnic background and what have you. So I find myself sometimes having to go day to day with what I'm even planning based on their temperature, the way they are. I can't use a straight up curriculum because I'm teaching to them, if that makes sense. It's the biggest class I have. I have 30 kids in that class. I have 13 in my band class, first period, which is a mixture of 3 levels: intermediate, advanced, and a proficient, and then 4 in beginners band. But again, after school, I got 60 kids. And Hillside, way before I got there, had a strong legacy, and people expect them to produce. We're not what we used to be as far as numbers and things of that nature, and there is a lot of pressure to maintain or bring those things back, dealing with things that you have to do during the school day. It's just stressful. And we do make a way out of no way. I mean, yeah, if we need to, we'll do something after school. And I'm talking about any band director. We'll do something before school, but that should not have to be. It shouldn't have to be that way. If you can have everybody in the day, so many after school things would be eliminated. So I'm dealing with that right now, and I have to put anointing oil on the chairs every day before they come in. But we making it work.